Alright guys, back again with another little tool haul. This time from my favourite German supermarket, Lidl. Only went up there for a bottle of milk and I came back with this lot. Now guys, I was, as I said, I was just doing the shopping and I just noticed that they had these mechanic tools in stock and I couldn't walk past them for the price, guys. I'm a sucker for a bargain, and I know I've said it before. All of the Parkside stuff is good, guys. I wouldn't be because it's cheap. It's not junk, really. Like it's not gonna. It probably wouldn't be seen as a good tool to have, like for a professional. Like you might get a bit of stick off the lads on the site or in the garage if you turn up with your Parkside tools. But you know, guys, for probably somebody starting out that's on a tight budget and you know, just home maintenance, you can't beat them. Like honestly, they're good quality. Like compared to what we used to get years ago, tools years ago, when you bought a cheap tool, it was crap. You know, you couldn't turn a screw with a cheap screwdriver. It'd just round off. And that was it. The tool was fecked, and you probably fecked the screw as well because it was a poor fit. And it was the same with like mechanic tools, any of the cheap tools. They'd bend in your hand. They weren't even worth talking about. But as time has progressed, tools have gotten better. The manufacturing processes have gotten better. There's all standards now that things have to meet. And all the little tools come up to a German quality standard. Most of the tools that come from Lidl, like yeah, a lot of them are made in China, but also a lot of them are made in Germany. And guys, if anyone's familiar with the German manufacturing processes, like the steel plants and that, it's all high quality stuff. You know, the Germans are renowned for their engineering, and their engineering standards are actually quite tighter than most other countries' engineering standards. So if you're getting a spanner or a screwdriver or anything from Lidl, you can kind of be guaranteed it's decent enough quality. It's good quality. So yeah, we'll get started with the most expensive item, which was the combination spanner set. Now that came in at just under €30, 29.99. So we'll say €30 for the combination spanner set, and it goes from size 6 up to 32. And like when I seen it, I said, oh, for that price, they have to be junk. But I picked them up. There was actually a packet of them that was burst open, so I could kind of have a mess around with them. And I was holding them in my hand, and I said, these don't feel bad. And I'm putting a tool set together for my nephew. He's always robbing my tools, and I said I'm just going to put him a tool set together and give it to him for a present. So I said, this is actually not a bad set. I might rob a few on them. I'll keep the larger sizes. They'll come in handy for the Land Rover and what have you. But yeah, so I'll just do a little quick review on the spanners. So I was messing around with them and just to see what they were like. And we'll start with the 13, I suppose. I'm not going to go through every bloody spanner, guys. I just have the 13 here just for a quick demo. But I started messing around with them and I said, it's not bad quality. Like, they're like a satin finish on them. Satin chrome. Like, it's a good finish. And then the tops are like polished. So like the handle is satin and they're not that thin either. Like, you know, some of the cheaper spanners are thin. They actually would hurt your hand. They're not overly generous with the thickness either, but it's not bad. I tell you guys, it's not a bad spanner for the price. Like they're working out at just over €1.20 a spanner. So like you can't knock that. And like you're all the way down to a size 6. So like you've got everything there to get you going. But I'll just show you as a quick demo, right? We'll zoom in on this. If I can focus in a little bit for you. Like, this is what I was noticing with them. Like, the play in them that's the wrong nut actually. Sorry, it's the 13 I was using. There's very little play there on the 13. Very minimal. Like you can see, it's good tight tolerance there. And I'll just compare it with the Halford's Advanced brand, right? Which, they're not a cheap spanner, but they're not overly expensive either. But it's kind of Halford's top of the range. And a lot of people in Europe or in the UK hold Halford's Advanced in high regard, but I don't personally. As I said before, they're not bad, but they're not good either. Like you can see there, you can see through that. It's nowhere near as tight as the Parkside one. And while we're on that, if you're saying, oh, can't see much in that, I'll bring you on to the next purchase, which was a digital calipers. And that was priced at $4.99. So for $4.99, guys, for digital calipers, I don't think you can beat that. Now it is plastic, but like if you're measuring anything, like it's actually handy to have. But we'll just get the show you this now. Like it's not bad. It ain't bad. Every time you center it back, it goes back to 0. There is 0 centering on it, and you can go from inches to millimeters as well. So it kind of has everything there. Now, the only thing it is lacking is, you know, from a more expensive one is, like, it only goes to 0.1s. It goes up in 0.1s, where, like, if you had a more expensive one, you'd have 0.15 or 0.11 or whatever. But the Parkside wrench was coming in. I was measuring it there this morning. And it's 13.1 it's coming in at 13.1, and the widest part I think is like goes up to about 13.2. That's what I found in it anyway. And it was good tolerances. And I checked them all, guys. Well, not all, every single one, but I went through probably every second one there, and they're all within 0.1 of, like the 14 is 14.1 and what have you. But if we pick up the Halford's Advanced one, which I was saying there was a bit of slop in, like you can see, that's 13.4, and at its narrowest point it's 13.3. So, you know, that's what I was getting this morning as well, was 13.3 in average. So, like, even there you can see with that cheap calipers, there's a difference in the tolerance between those two spanners. And, you know, the tighter the better. That's the way it works. And that's it. As I said, that's German engineering for you. And they're not going to accept junk. So that's a good bargain. I recommend picking those up, guys. If you see them, grab them while they're still there. Because that's one thing with Lidl. When they're gone, as they say. So yeah, we've touched on the spanners now, the calipers. The next thing I came across was a screwdriver set. And again, that was only €3. And like, yeah, it's not the top quality. It's not going to be a top quality for €3. But I tell you, for €3, it's not bad. You've got a different selection of flat heads. And they're good. Like, they ain't bad, guys. Let's be honest. I suppose only time will tell, but I was messing around with them again this morning, and like even the Phillips heads, they're Phillips as opposed to Posi heads on them. So that's why they'd be nice for the cars, like messing around with the cars. So there you go, guys. You can see that even the Phillips, you go for the big Phillips head. Like, it's a good quality. You can kind of tell by roughness of tools and stuff. When you pick it up, If it feels crap, it's going to be crap. That's the way I judge it. If it feels crappy in your hand, it's going to be crap. And the same, if it feels rough, like if the metal feels rough, like that's a nice satin finish on that as well. Now again, only time will tell, guys, how they wear, but they feel decent. And like for €3, I said I'll pick them up for for my nephew as well. We'll throw them in for him too. So there's 2 sets of tools for him already for his toolbox. Next items I got was magnetic trays. We start off with the smaller one. Now these were on offer. They were €3 each, but if you buy 2, you get them for $4.50. So even more of a bargain. But yeah, no, for the price again, you can, let's be honest, you can never have enough tool trays. Magnetic tool trays, should I say. And you know what I liked about these? Like, let's be honest, guys, a tool tray is or a magnetic tray is a magnetic tray. Doesn't matter, you know. But what I did like about these is the magnets are rubberized. Like there's rubber all around them, like if you can see. So like you can throw that on your car and you're not going to worry about scratching it. Where, do you know, a lot of the more, not should we say higher quality, but more expensive makes are like, they're either a raw magnet on the bottom or just the metal. The magnet is embedded in the tray. And if you put that on a bonnet or anything, it's going to scrape the paintwork. So again, magnetic tool trays, you can't knock those, guys. €3 for 2, and then if you're getting your double set, you're getting them cheaper again. So that's why I picked up 2 of these. So that's just a bigger tray. We'll open it up. I haven't opened these actually yet. So. So yeah, it's the same. You've got your rubber feet, and like it seems a good strong magnet. Like it's picking up the other one in the box, so you can't knock that. Like they're good, guys. That's not a bad quality. That ain't bad. Let's be honest. For tool tray wise, you're not going to want any more than that. So yeah, recommend those as well. As I said, you can never have enough. Yeah, so next item then is the inspection tools. Now these were included in the offer. So they were they class these as magnetic tools as well. So I picked up the 2 of these for $4.50. So I got the 2 big trays for $4.50, and the 2 of those, the skinny trays, and this for $4.50. And so what you have in this set is just a magnetic pickup. They're always handy to have. Now I have a couple of these already, but like, there you go, guys. Like that ain't bad. It's good reach on it. I'd say it extends out to probably over 2 foot anyway. So, and it feels good quality. There's a little clip on it as well, and a rubberized handle. You can see it's not plastic, it's rubber. So that's nice. It actually feels nice to hold, and it feels it ain't going to break easy, I wouldn't say. So yeah, impressed with that now for the price. The same, like €3, or sorry, €3, or the 2 for $4.50. And in that pack as well was the magnet, or not the magnet, sorry, the mirror. So, inspection mirror. Always handy to see, has the wife bugged your car? Or if there's any suspicious devices planted under your car. No, it's always handy, guys, if you lose something. They are handy to have. You know, good for spying as well if you're into that sort of thing. But yeah, that's not bad actually. The same rubber handle on it and a little clip. You can throw it in your pocket. So yeah, that's nice as well. Recommend them. And then the last thing I picked up, not necessarily mechanics related, but not a bad little bargain. These were only like $1.50 a packet. And you're probably looking at them going, what the hell are they? They're little, they're drywall screw. A drywall screw set, basically. Might as well open them up while we're looking at them. Yeah, I should have bought a knife while I was there. Yeah, I hate these bloody plastic packagings. There's no good way to open them. Yeah, so as you see there, guys, what they do is, so say you're doing, well, what known stateside drywalling, but like say you're screwing that into plasterboard, as we call it. It lets the screw go in a little bit, so you always kind of need to bury the top of your if you're doing drywall or plasterboarding, you need to bury your screw, or else the plasters will go bananas. They'll ruin their trowels. So the screw has to be kind of just underneath. If the guys are skimming over with their plaster, they don't want to get their trowels caught in it. And that allows you just the right depth. So again, you can adjust your screw going for a certain torque. But sometimes, even though you've adjusted it, you might hit a soft spot and it'll run it in, say a damp board or whatever, it'll run it in and you'll tear the paper as well. And again, plasterers hate that. They'll end up with all little bits then in their skim coat. But that kind of just lets you bury it into the right depth. So you have the kind of big flange there that stops it from running in on you. So I thought they were actually a neat little idea. Haven't tried them out yet, but looking forward to trying those out. And they also come in a smaller set. Yeah, you know, you can just have your little bit adapter and just pop those in. But they're the exact same, just a shorter bit. I prefer the longer bits, you know, you get a little bit more reach. But I just picked those up as well. So $1.50 for a pack of those. That ain't bad, like you're getting 6 in a pack. So that was nice. Yeah, so yeah guys, just it was more so for this that I wanted to do the video for the combination spanner set. Recommend it, especially for say somebody that's just using them for home maintenance or repairing their car themselves on their driveway. For that price and the quality, I've shown you the tolerances in them. They feel heavy. They'll last you a lifetime. They'll last the person that's only servicing their car a lifetime. And you're not going to wear them out. You know, like in this day and age, most people have socket sets anyway, but you'll find there is times that you need a spanner. And they're always handy to hold the back of a bolt or whatever, or nut if you're using your socket. So yeah, for that reason, that's why I picked them up. As I said, get them for the nephew. For the price, you can't really go wrong. You know, I don't know what other set you would get for that price. I think you'd be hard pushed to even get something from Temu or AliExpress for that type of price with that amount of spanners and that quality. So that's a winner in my eyes. A thumbs up for those guys. And the rest of the stuff, yeah, it's cheap stuff, but it's handy. Like, as I said, you can't knock the magnetic trays. The inspection tools are brilliant as well. And then don't forget the little calipers. That's not bad. Like, it is plastic, but it'll do the job for your measuring needs. And the screwdrivers ain't bad either, guys, for €3. You won't beat that. Again, you'd be hard pushed to get them from Temu for that price, and you'd be waiting 2 months for it to come from China. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned, and as I said, a few more projects on the way. Just giving you a little kind of inkling on what I'm doing. If any of you have been watching the channel, you know I'm into home audio stuff as well. There'll be a few more home audio videos coming. More tool reviews, but it's kind of why I made this channel. I'm starting a big project. I'm going to restore my Land Rover, basically a full restoration, full chassis restoration and body off, basically new galvanized chassis, and want to sort the bulkhead out and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a full document on the bit rebuild. So stay tuned for that one, and I'll do it like completely from start to finish. I want to document it for myself. It'd be nice to go back on and have a look, and it's going to be the first time for me restoring anything from scratch, basically. So yeah, it'd be interesting. We'll probably learn a few things along the way together, and yeah, that's it. So stay tuned, guys. We'll talk to you soon.